Well, good afternoon, West Ham fans. Let's have a little Saturday rumour roundup, shall we? Yes, everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope your weekend's going well. Enjoying the Olympics. Couple of medals already for Team GB. The old diving and the old road racing. Or time trial, whatever it is. Very exciting time. More exciting than that bloody thing yesterday. Don't know what the hell that opening ceremony was. Um. Anyway, moving on. It's about football. Obviously, West Ham play Wolves later on tonight or midnight, early morning. We had the press conference from that game with Mavropanos and Lopetegui talking about how pre-season is going and stuff like that. Then this morning, I spoke about Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, but we do talk about Bruno apparently again. And also talking about a new bid for Jhon Duran. Obviously, the whole on Instagram hasn't gone down too well. But then, to be honest, if the same thing happened to us, don't forget, we still hate Paul Ince, don't we? But it's believed that new bid, which didn't include Lewis Orford, has been turned down. Apparently, I think it's due to how the deal was structured by the sounds of it. And I still think we'll have Jhon Duran in a West Ham shirt by the time he plays against his former club. I've got a feeling we're not a million miles away. If it's about payment terms and things like that, that type of stuff can be sort of sorted. But the rumour mill does not stop when it comes to strikers. And we've had a few updates of players we've been linked with before in terms of going back into them. Again, everything I see now, I take with a pinch of salt. We don't know whether it is in a way to force Aston Villa's hand to sell him, maybe, if we're looking at getting another person. We might talk about that tomorrow morning, actually. But according to reports, they have emerged today, which says we are going back in for the Genoa top striker in La Liga last season, Artem Dovbyk. Apparently, speculation has taken with a pinch of salt, obviously, because of the recent updates with Jhon Duran. But as I said, going back in for Artem could be putting pressure on Aston Villa potentially to accept the latest offer. Artem was all set to go to Roma, I want to say. No, Atletico Madrid. But that has since apparently fallen by the wayside. Roma apparently now interested in him, but the Ukrainian forward enjoyed a fantastic season in La Liga, scoring 24 goals and 8 assists, attracting interest from the top clubs. I said Atletico Madrid were believed to be leading the race, but apparently it is still not been completed, which has apparently opened the door for West Ham to go back into the race. Obviously, we know we are looking for a striker, and the 26-year-old's impressive goal-scoring record has not gone unnoticed. He was described by former Real Mallorca striker Danny Geyser as being a fast forward who has it all, and obviously helped Genoa finish third in La Liga, their highest ever place in the history, and qualify for the Champions League for the first time ever. However, Atletico Madrid might go back into him. Roma also. Genoa apparently rating about £40 million, which could prove to be a stumbling block for the Hammers, as we can't pay £40 million for Jhon Duran. But similar price. And unlike Duran, he is meeting his potential. Yeah, he scored a lot of goals in the league, a lot of assists, and obviously helped Genoa to the promised land of the Champions League. Another guy we have been in with, and again, Roma's again. It seems Roma always is like the new, like Crystal Palace, always is coming in for our players or players we're interested in. Another player we've been linked with is the guy who finished second in La Liga, goal scoring sort of table, Alexander Sorloth. Now, apparently we face a battle for the Villarreal striker, with Roma now submitting a bid, apparently, according to El Periodico Mediterráneo. It's mentioned in its print edition yesterday that the Serie A club had put forward a £25.3 million bid for the player. We know he's got a release clause of 32 million, and indeed, apparently, we put in a bid which was like 100k short than that. So, unsurprisingly, it looks like they're going to reject that. So it does, So there is in essence 3 strikers. It looks like we're going for. I think Jhon Duran is our number 1 target, clearly, but Artem and Sorloth are 2 who could fill that void potentially. If Villarreal are holding out for his buyout clause, of course there will be. He had an impressive season in La Liga. He nearly won the top goal scorer. Obviously, Artem won it, but scored a lot of goals. He's 28, a couple of years older than Sorloth, so obviously he's at his peak, arguably, and maybe on the cusp of maybe even going down potentially. But he was name-checked in the article. West Ham were name-checked in the article for Sorloth, former Crystal Palace striker. Didn't do it for Palace, but has been banging them in for the Yellow Submariners. And lastly, another name we've been linked with a long time ago. It's gone quiet, and now I think it seems to have gathered pace somewhat. And that is Jota Silva, the Vitomo de Guilherme's left winger, right-footed left winger. Now, apparently, according to, let me find the article because someone moaned that we didn't source the articles. The Record, which is a Portuguese newspaper, I believe, in its print edition today, it claims that the 24-year-old's exit from the Portuguese side is inevitable this summer, and the Hammers are name-checked as a team firmly in the hunt. I said the word hunt to sign Jota Silva before the summer window slams shut. Can a window slam? Yeah, a window can slam shut. The same newspaper reported early in the week that he could be available for as little as €10 million. Although the article I'm reading it for puts €10. Bargain. I'll buy him for €10. It's about £8.5, isn't it? I think they mean €10 million this summer, which is an incredible bargain for somebody who's 24 who has had a fantastic season in the Premier Liga in Portugal. And if that's the case, why are we not going for him? Why isn't every club in the Premier League who needs a left winger going in for him? That's what I don't understand. So I think we take everything with a pinch of salt. Obviously, we know we're sort of desperately. We know Julian likes inverted wingers. We've got that bone on the right hand side, who's left-footed, reverted. We'd ideally want a right-footed left footer, particularly with side leaving, and obviously Jota Silva would be the man. He's called the Portuguese Jack Grealish. He lit up the Premier League last season and was very unlucky not to get into the Euro 2024 squad. He got 15 goals and 7 assists for Vitória de Guilherme last season, and 8.5 million. What can you get for 8.5 million in football nowadays? You know what I mean? A decent, Lewis Orford, apparently, according to the West Ham's valuation of him. But if that's the case, why is he still there? Do you know what I mean? Particularly as he hasn't with someone like Duran, who's very much he was at the Copa America, so he isn't back in the first team squad training for Aston Villa yet, same as us and Paqueta and stuff. But you imagine we'll be doing pre-season already. So why is no other club going in for him if he's available for that? It's not a secret. It's in a bloody newspaper. I don't understand. But we'll keep an eye on that one. Maybe he's a backup option to us potentially. And as I said, that's it, my friends. Keep an eye on the channel. As always, any breaking news will bring it to you as soon as possible. And until next time, pardon me, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and come on, you bloody Irons.